And we have the controller screen recorder recording. We had to stop, cancel a previous flight, and come back because it said I had a bad card in the drone, so we'll see what happens. We're on a little 2-track that comes off the road. If you come up CC Hill in the Nile and go over and stay above the breaks of the Rattlesnake all the way out to the end where you turn up the hill. Just a little ways up there, there's a little 2-track we're on, comes out onto a little flat spot here. We just came down in here from up at the end of the Nile Road where we flew earlier. There you can see that road we came in on. Okay, way over there, farthest ridge you see is Clemens. You're looking down into the Rattlesnake here. This is the big snake. Comes from the center of the screen right along below us. And you can go all the way up out the top onto Bethel, or you can turn up to 1503 and go over into the Little Snake. But that's a dead end. Everything seems to be okay with this flight. Way over there now, and coming up in the center, that's part of Bethel way over there. There's Devil's Table coming up. You can see it. You can see the road just about dead center in the screen. You can see the road that comes up the Rattlesnake. You swing on around this way. Way over in the back, as far as you can see in the upper part of the screen, that's the upper end of Bethel. That flat table over there, just a little left of center, is Devil's Table. Drops off the end, goes up a little one hump and down into a saddle, and that's where the road goes through and drops over into the Little Snake. And down below us here, this is all Big Snake, Rattlesnake. There's Timberwolf over there at the top of the screen, coming up into the center of the screen. Then we'll swing on around here and point you back up towards where we flew the first flight this morning, up at the end of the main road coming up the bottom of the Nile. And if you look back up, this ridge now that's right in the center, upper part center of the screen, is the road we came down, came around as you were looking at it, the left-hand side from the top. There you can see that road coming out. There's the landing mat. And there's the old Amish wagon. In case you didn't know, that's what Kathy calls my Toyota, because everything on it is manual. I'll back up here and give you a little look at where we're at. Right in front of the truck, it drops off a little bit down into Hang on a minute. I'll pull the camera down. There's kind of a gravel pit down here. I think they dug this out when they were building roads up in here. There you can see it. It doesn't really go anywhere. You can drive into the bottom part of it, but it's kind of a dead end. Now you can see that gravel pit. Now you can see where the ridge starts to drop off a little bit. We'll swing around here and point you. That ridge up above, as we swing to the right, that's, if you stay on this road we just turned off of, it'll come down onto the road that follows that ridge, kind of in and out each little valley and gully and stuff, until you get way down there, and then you drop back off over the hill down CC Hill into the Nile where the old sawmill used to be. Way over there's Clemens. And there you can see some of the rocks and stuff in the Snake. Now if you look just above center over there, you can see the road. That's the main road that, I'll help you out a little bit here. That's the main road coming right up the bottom of the Rattlesnake. If you turn off onto the Nile from Chinook Pass and come around, and before where the bridge is, turn left and come up the Rattlesnake, you'll come right up that road. It's actually a good road. It's a paved road. Swing up here and let you get a little better look. That's some of the rock bluffs that we saw on the last flight over there, where I wouldn't tell you where we were flying, because if I did I'd have to shoot you. You're looking right at where we were over there now. I'll swing around here. That big hill that's rising up way over there in the back is Timberwolf. To the left of that, you can see where the end of Bethel drops off. If we swing on back around here, we'll be looking back into the big country west of where we drove out to that little bench that's in the concrete up at the end of the main road coming up the bottom of the Nile. Hang on, folks, I'm moving my chair. I gotta get it better view. There you can see the old Amish wagon. That's just kind of a little hill we're sitting on above that gravel pit. There you can see that road. We'll go up here just a little ways. Actually, we can gain some altitude here because our concern is above ground level. Now you can see that road we came down. There's just a little canyon comes down through there from the top. Used to be some really good deer hunting up in here until the fire went through and kind of wiped everything out. Now, if you look over here, I'll get you dead center. Right there you can see a road coming up from just below center, kind of meeting another road over there. That is where we used to park when we bow hunted deer up in here all the time. And if you turn left, you can go out to the end of the ridge out there. And there's roads going, two different roads taking off to the right. There you can see that. I'll pull the gimbal up a little bit and then we'll sweep this ridge. We're not going anywhere. Spidey's just hovering. My co-pilot's sitting over here hovering in her chair. I think she's about ready to take a nap on me. Hey.
You hear him talking to me?
Yeah, I hear somebody talking to themselves. This used to really be some good bow hunting up in here, but I don't think it would be so good anymore. It'll come back, but not in my lifetime. We're sitting in the shade and kind of got blocked from the wind, and the bugs are being pests. I think if you look in the center of the screen, I think right over these trees and down at the base of those bare ridges over there is where Todd and Kim live. Looks kind of close from here, but it's not. That makes it look even farther, doesn't it? And if you look in that Clemens Ridge dropping off down into that V over there, somewhere through that is down into Natchez and then on down to Yakima. There you can see that road that goes back down to where we are. Sure looks different from up in the air compared to what you see when you're down there on the ground. There you can see us sitting down there. I'm going to get just dead center, pretty close, above the truck. Pull the gimbal up a little bit. We still got some battery left. We'll go up to about 390 feet. This is looking over into the upper end of upper end of the Snake. I used to be able to talk. We'll swing around here and take a high level look at the surroundings. I think that's Meek's table over there, that flat one. And we're swinging back up towards where we were earlier today and on around, coming down this ridge from where we were to where we are now. There you can see that little 2-track we came in on. Well, we're getting down low on battery, and I think that's about all we're going to see from this spot, so I think I'll bring my little buddy home.
Return to home.
Here he comes. Kathy, go out there and catch him when he comes down. Oh, that was a dirty look.
Landing.
That was pretty swift, wasn't it?
This was a no drinking flight.
Get on the ground where you're safe, Spidey.
Landing.
Oh, a safe landing.